welcome back. This is officially the 7th episode, but the first one of 2025. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and a happy new year, and you're all go, back to work, back to school, back to uni, whatever you're doing. I hope it's going well, and don't forget about your New Year's resolutions, because I can say I've officially been drinking more water. Will I stop by the end of February? Most probably. Will I start again by January? Definitely, but we all have to say it. But today I am joined by the lovely Charleigh. Say hello, Charleigh.
Hello, I'm so glad to be here.
We're so glad to finally have you on here. Do you want to give us a little introduction? Tell everyone who you are?
Yeah, so I'm Charleigh. I know Ruby from Salford. I'm a TV and radio production student, and I'm also an actress. So that's what I do mainly. And yeah, I've been doing it since I was like 5.
I need to know everything about you being an actress. Do tell us, what have you been in and what are you planning to be in next?
Yeah, there's so many things that I think about for the future. So I've been doing it for a really long time, since I was 5. I think my mum kind of just threw me into a drama school and was like, release some energy somewhere else.
Yeah, go chat to someone else. I don't want to hear you talking there than that.
The amount of plays that I did at home, like in the living room, I think she was like, go do that somewhere else. So I started then, and then I kind of like had a lot of stuff that I did when I was younger. So I was in a CBBC programme called Class Dismissed.
Was you?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. What was your role?
I was one of the main characters in it. So there was
really?
I was one of 4, and I did that for about 3 summers as a kid. So this my 6 weeks holidays as like a 10, 11-year-old. I would spend every single day the 6 weeks holidays
That's
filming.
So exciting. That is so exciting.
It was a lot,
yeah.
but I mean, it was one of the best summers of my life, because it was just so funny. The show, it was like a kids comedy, so there was like snot and there was slime and like everything you think of like Nickelodeon style.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was like. It was amazing.
Did you know you were on camera then? Because you were so young. Did you feel like, right, I need to do this, I need to do that? Or were you just having fun, like in your own world, living your best life,
Yeah, I mean, because I'd been doing it for so long, I definitely knew what I was doing, but then there were certain times we did get told off for like laughing too much, or like, right guys, you can't laugh at this scene, you know what I mean? But like, it's so hard not to. How are you telling a 10-year-old not to laugh at like slime and snot? It was just, and then there was a lot of times where we'd look at camera and like look directly down the camera, and then my director would be like, Charleigh, you're looking down the camera again, like you need to stop. So I definitely got more and more used to it as I got more jobs, but it was hard in the beginning telling, like, because I think my first job, I was only 5 and I was like on Coronation Street as like one of the background artists. But at that point, I don't know, even at 5 I was such a big soap fan, so me seeing all these soap stars.
Really? Did you watch them as a kid then?
Yeah.
Like, were you like, oh my god, I've seen you on my TV? Like,
yeah. So
wow.
all my family watched soap. We've always watched soaps together as a family. So my first few jobs being on Emmerdale and Coronation Street, I was just like, wow. Like,
see, I love that for you. And my nan, she'll be listening and she'll be loving that for you. However, I don't think I've ever watched a soap in my life. Like that kind of like Coronation Street or anything like I'd love to. And I say to people, it's my kind of thing just to sit and binge it all. But where do you jump in? Because obviously it's been going on for years and years now. Do you know what I mean? Where's like a good spot for people just to be like, right, I'm going to start it.
It is hard
to
do
it
jump
today.
in.
But yeah, I just wouldn't know where to start. Everyone's like, oh, you're at Media City, next Coronation Street, you're going to meet all these famous people. I'm like, I don't know who they are, but yeah, definitely. But
I think they used to be more focused on reality, but I think now they're so dramatized. Like there's like a murderer living next door to someone, and like there's
everyone's
so
pregnant.
much going on.
Yeah, literally. I see it on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, okay. Don't know who you are, but
I'll miss a few episodes and then be like, wait, what happened? Why is this person with this? But it's just crazy. But yeah, I love a good soap.
Do you still enjoy acting as much now? Because you said that your mum threw you into it as a kid, and like a lot of mums have to do that, and they have to be like, right, okay, we're gonna do this, because as a kid you're not bothered what you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But are you glad she's done that for you? Like, do you still enjoy it to this day, or do you just feel like it's a part of your routine and carrying on?
Oh no, 100%. So I think my mum kind of just put me into everything. Like, she wanted me to try as much things as possible, so I was so grateful that she was able to do that for me, because the one thing that I did like absolutely love from being so little was acting. So I think if I hadn't have been given so much choice, maybe I wouldn't have found it so soon. So I am really grateful that she did put me into it from such a young age, because it means now I've got so much experience and I've learnt so much from being in the industry since I was 5 that I feel really prepared to go into a more serious job now. But I do love it. It's when you have like an idea for a career, and maybe some people are realising now, there's never been another option for me. Like, there's never been something that like, oh, this is another option. It's kind of just, that's it. That's the sole thing I want to do. Nothing's changing my mind. So yeah.
Which is lovely. And when you're so like directed and like tunnel vision onto something, it is more likely to become a reality for you because, you, like you said, you've been doing it since you were 5. You've got the experience. You know what it's like. You're okay with rejection as well because that's a massive part of the industry.
100%. Yeah.
And then you've also going on to bigger things now. So you were saying that Coronation Street and the CBBC show was sort of like your early days sort of thing. Have you done anything recently or got anything coming up that you can tell us, or is it all hush hush at the minute?
So yeah, it is really hard because some things you can't really say, but I am taking auditions at the moment. I've actually got one on Saturday that I'm going to. I've got to travel quite a way for that. That's for a film, so
very
hopefully
exciting.
Would
we know the film, or is it a new coming out film?
It's completely new.
Is it?
The story's it should be really exciting. I'm very excited,
And it's can't say too much.
I know. I don't want to tell you, but it's filming in March. So.
Is it? Oh, so not long then at all.
It's not long at all,
wow.
Which is making me excited because I know the auditions are getting closer and closer to the days, which means I'm getting closer and closer to the final. So,
which is exciting. So fingers crossed. And then after you've made this film, after you've got into it, because we're manifesting that for you.
We are.
2025, Charlie's going to be a movie star, you know. We're going to have you back on. You're going to have to tell us all about it
100%.
and what it's like being in it and everything. But is there anyone you've met in the industry who's like, wow, like you're pretty impressive to me, like you are where I want to be in a couple of years or anything?
Yeah, I think I'm a huge soap fan, and in fact the other day I was sat on Media City tram stop, and then I looked to my right and I was like, this guy's just giving like famous aura, and then I looked at him. It was Peter Barlow from Coronation Street.
Was it?
And I was like, wow, like my idol.
Oh,
literally.
I love that for you. That's so cute when you sat there and you're like, oh my God.
For him to be sat next to me at the tram stop, I was
did
like,
you go and talk to him?
No.
Oh my God, you should have done like networking. Be like, hi. So I like watch you on my telly every night. Do you want to get me on the telly every night? You know,
phone book or something.
Yeah, literally. Can I just text you on the DM? You know.
I was so excited though. Like I was actually starstruck.
Oh no, I love that for you. And it's all your family dead supportive with it as well. Like, is everyone like, go Charlie,
definitely.
let's get you to this audition. Let's do. Because I take it you have to do headshots. You have to do.
It's such an expensive thing to do, which I think. Because I've been doing it for so long, the amount of money that my mum must have put into me to help me, but my family are so supportive. I think a lot of my friends who are actors too, they have family who have done it, and generations of people who have been actors, so it's kind of easier for them. But none of my family are into acting or into even performing in the slightest. Like they're all like, that's something we would not do. So for me to do it, I think they were all quite shocked that I got so into it, because it's not something that the family have done.
Yeah.
They've all been super supportive of it, and yeah, I'm excited for them to see what I'm doing in the upcoming.
Yeah. And like you said, your mum spent all this money to get you there. However, you're gonna make it big. You can like, you know, buy her a house in like LA or something.
I've got so
much
plans for my mum. I'd love to give back to her because she has done so much for me.
That's so cute. That is so cute. And have you had a lovely Christmas and New Year's as well? Because you
are
on the first episode back.
I can't believe I'm the first. That's so special.
So exciting. You know, start off with a bang, why not?
Yeah, I think I had a really wholesome Christmas. It was just chill at home. I went out a few times, which was nice. But yeah, what about you? Did you have a nice Christmas?
Yeah, I did. Very quiet, very chilled, you know, just very like needed a break from uni, bit of a reset, recharge.
It felt like a long break though, right?
It did, yeah. It's some unis have like, because we went back, this is our 3rd week back now, isn't it? So a couple unis, like my brother say and stuff, this is their 1st week back there. They started this week, and some don't even start till next week. And I'm like, that's good, but I think I would have gone a bit stir crazy towards the end.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself by the end of it.
I'd need like a project or something. You know, like,
definitely.
Don't get me wrong. Now I'm back. I'm like, oh, I could do it for a week off already, you know. But no, I am enjoying it being back. And you're on radio now, aren't you?
Yes, I am enjoying radio.
Starting your own podcast soon, is it? You know, doing a little collab, or not for you?
I would like to do that. I have been thinking about it, and I think I do like presenting. Obviously, we're doing acting, so yeah. But I think I like radio more because I've known so much about TV. So quite a lot of the things that are being taught, I understood already, or was like, oh, can I get a bit bored of this? Whereas radio is something I've done a few bits on. I was on Bolton FM for a little bit.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
I volunteered on there for quite a while, and they were amazing. So I have got some experience in it, but I don't know too much of the technical side.
Yeah,
Fresh
definitely.
water. I'm excited.
Shout out to Rick Berry for that one, because he will teach you all the technical side. You have got Rick, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, he's the tech guy, so shout out to Rick for that one. But yeah, so you've got an exciting new movie project coming up.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
How does your boyfriend feel about this? Because like how long have you been together, and how is he feeling? Like, does he love that you love to act? Is he into it?
Yeah, so we've been together for about 2 years now.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
he's always been super supportive of my acting. And then we were having a conversation recently about, like, because obviously now that I'm 18, it goes to more like serious roles. So I'll be playing younger ages. So the roles I'm going for soon are like 14. So I'm playing a 14-year-old, but they're really serious storylines. So obviously they can't
Like Riverdale kind of vibes,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Okay.
So obviously they can't cast an actual 14-year-old actor to play those storylines, because it wouldn't work with
Because that's the thing. I'll be sat there and I'll be watching something, and I'll be looking at the cast, and you're trying to tell me they're 16 and in high school. You're jacked, bigger than like
literally
a fully grown man. You're trying to say you're younger than me. Like, it just does not. I'm sorry, but that does never make sense in my. Like, it's good, and I'll look at some people and be like, no, wait, they're like 26 playing 16. Like, that's such a compliment. However, I do look at people and went, yeah, I did not look like that when I was 14 and in high school. Like, are you okay? Like, no.
You Googled them straight after as well, and they're like 21 or something playing a 16-year-old. So obviously I'm going for like the more serious storylines now, and I've said, like, how do you feel about, you know, there's explicit storylines, there's relationship storylines, because I think
it's all part of the job.
100%, and it is a lot of the job, isn't it? Even if you get on a soap, you could be in a relationship. Your character's in a relationship for years and years with the same person.
Married, had kids, bought a house, but it's only 9 to 5 down the road at Coronation Street, you know. So yeah.
So I was like, how do you feel? And he was like, yeah, like, it's your job, I'm going to support you. But then I think maybe when it comes to it, I don't know whether he might feel differently, because I think I would. If
Yeah,
it was the way
it's the
round.
jealousy of watching it, isn't it? A little bit.
I was like, will you be able to watch that? I feel you're in like a movie theatre and you're watching my premiere. And he was like, yeah, I'd watch it. I'd just like close my eyes or something.
Yeah, but imagine if that's your whole role, like the nice wife or something. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, no, I don't think I could watch my boyfriend do that.
I would convince myself he's cheating on me.
Yeah, literally, like, sorry, what?
What are you doing?
It's like, right, TMI, but it's like porn stars with that. Do you know what I mean? Like Bonnie Blue, she was saying she wanted a boyfriend who's in the industry as well. And to be fair, I do get that, because one, they're as bad as each other. Like, there is, as in, not bad, but as in, they can't claim one's cheating and then the other's not. Do you know what I mean? And two, she goes, well, I'm that exhausted at work that I won't want to do that at home. So at home, I just want to cuddle. And I'm like, to be fair, it makes sense a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have sex for your job, you're not going to want to go home and do it, are you? You know, you'd be knackered. It's like, I work in a clothing shop. I don't want to go home and hang up clothes and do my washing.
No way.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like
literally. The one thing I hate the most. But yeah, so I totally get that. I do totally understand where she's coming from with it all. So
yeah. So maybe
he needs to get into acting himself. But do your head in, to be fair. I think I couldn't watch my boyfriend do it. I'd be like,
no,
sorry.
honestly, that's why I keep asking him about it, because I would feel so strongly about it. I'd be like, quit your job. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
But,
no,
do you know what I
but
mean?
you'd be like, yeah, you do you. Definitely
feel-
watching, you know, rolling
I'd be
my
getting
eyes
him
in
a
the
career
background.
change. I'd be like, why don't you think about something else?
Mm.
No, but we'll
Do you
see.
have to be married, or just like one of you just get like killed off or something?
Yeah.
You know, like, is that not a thing?
Whispering
But
to the producers, like, get him out.
yeah, no,
kill
no.
him.
I'll bring you the morning coffees every day. Just get that one off the screen a bit. But no, yeah, definitely. Or better yet, he becomes an actor. You play a couple on screen.
Oh, that'd
Natural
be great.
chemistry then.
Maybe that's too much time together. Do you know what I mean? That might ruin it.
Because have you been watching Love Island?
I have, yeah.
Okay, because I'm so convinced that that's what Ronnie and Harriet have done.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't know how people haven't clocked on yet.
Oh,
in
like,
the
I'm
villa.
sorry, no way they actually split up and then gone. They've like, because he was sending roses to her door in December. They've only said that because she's They've only said it because she's like been caught out of it. People be like, well, he's doing this. They're defo dating still and stuff like that. However, no, they're still in love. Like, he's in love with her. She has to pretend like she's not for a little bit, and then they're gonna get back together and win the show. But I reckon they're gonna get dumped out after like Casa Amor.
I think because so much of the audience have clocked on now.
Mhm.
But do you remember last All Stars with Molly and Callum?
Yeah.
And like everybody wanted them to get back together. So I
yeah,
think
but
they
wanted
thought,
to and then get into completely different.
Yeah, and I just don't think they're convincing us that it's real, because
Yeah.
it's not.
So fair, absolutely so fair. And I am sorry if people like if this is too
You're gonna hurt
controversial
some
and
people
whatever.
now.
What is it with Ronnie? Someone tell me, please. I don't understand. His hair is like coloured on. It's not real. It's all
not- yeah,
drawn
it's not
on. Like, I'm sorry. It's not like anything about him's attractive. He's not even got like good chat. Do you know what I mean? You know, sometimes when it's like, oh, love is in the eye of the beholder. You love who you love. You can't help it. Yeah, totally get that. However, he's not even got good conversation. Like, he's just like, yeah. And it's like, oh my
Have you seen
God.
those clips of him like licking his lips to the
Yeah,
side?
and it looks like have you seen the Harry Potter reference one? And that's all I think about now.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
You know, is it the Goblet of Fire? And it's got like David Tennant in it, and he's like the son in court, and he's like licking his lips, and he's going like that with his lips
That's what it
and stuff.
reminds me of
And
now.
every time I watch it, I can't stop thinking about David Tennant now, and I'm like, but they don't even look alike. But yeah, he just plays with his lips too much.
He
but-
does. He's doing. I don't know whether he's doing too much or not enough. It's just.
But
not
even
great.
worse than his hair, and this is even worse, Grace's. Oh my gosh.
Grace's hair.
Yeah, have you not seen it? It's everywhere at the minute. The people have been messaging the producers to step in and convince the producers that they have to say something to her soon and step in with it because, you know, she's got extensions.
Yes.
When she slicks her hair back, that's all you can
I've
see.
seen. I have seen that actually in a ponytail. and you
Yeah,
can
and her
see-
hair looks beautiful when it's down and it's long and it's nice and it's all... And it looked nice when it's up, just not with her extensions because that's all you see. And it's just, yeah, no,
Such
she's...
a shame because she does such a good slip back too.
She does do a good slip back, and she looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
she's
she is
gorgeous.
unreal.
But yeah, no, I'm not loving the slip back with the extensions at the
So maybe they're
minute.
trying
yeah.
to do it dirty or something. Because
Maybe.
yeah.
To be fair though, I really like Grace, and she is very pretty. But this season, she's annoying me. Like, you know, with the whole Vegas drama,
Yeah.
she was like, "Stop being a," I can't say it on the radio, but stop being a, you know what? Like, just say it, and it's just like, babe, just pipe down. It's not between you.
Yeah.
It's between them right now.
Maybe
you know.
she's showing her true colours this season.
Well, I think so. You know, after Joey, but yeah.
Would you ever consider going on a reality TV show?
I'd if I wasn't with my boyfriend, I'd go on Love Island.
Really?
But I would never go on All Stars. Me and Liv were actually talking earlier. And we were saying how, like, going on Love Island, yeah, I get it. If you can do something like Molly May. Like, Molly May's pretty much the only one who's made herself proper famous from it and stuff. So I'd love to do it for, like, a Molly May advantage. And if I'm on Love Island and people find this podcast a couple of years later, yeah, I did say that. And you know what? I'm okay that I said this.
They're
But
going to call you out for
yeah,
it.
literally hate scrolling through. She said she'd do it for the fame. Yeah, we'll do it for the fame. If I meet a fella, that's quite nice. But Molly May did it, so why can't I? You know. But no, I feel like if you go on All Stars, it's just a little bit desperate. Like, it didn't work the first time, babe. It's just like
Yeah, it's like they're
So-
doing it for more fame, I think.
it's just like you didn't get your light in the spotlight. You need to go again.
Yeah, I know, I feel like that too.
Would you go reality?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't do anything like Love Island or anything like that because I think sometimes, like we were just talking about with Grace, they highlight you in certain ways. And I think sometimes, even with the girls' makeup, just not telling you that your makeup looks like that or it's not blended on camera because it does look completely different on camera than it does in real life. I think I would be too scared.
You'd have to have like next level confidence, and I don't care what people say, because if you're going on there, people are gonna say something no matter who you
Horrible
are.
things, yeah.
Even if you're the most loved, like Elma voted the favourite girl. Love you, Elma. Unless by this time next week, like if you've done something really dodgy, I didn't
Really
say that, you know. Yeah, no, like you do get things said about you no matter what, so you have got to be able to take it if you go on
Yeah,
Love
really
Island.
thick skin.
Yeah.
I would do Celebrity Big Brother though. That's always something I've watched.
Would
and wanted to do
ya?
that. Sounds,
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it does look good, but yeah, I don't know what else I'd go on it. I could never do I'm a Celeb. I'm sorry.
Really? I would want to do that too, you know. See, it might be me talking now, and in a few years I'm on it.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Oh my god, she's on my podcast. I can't believe she's gonna go on this, but
You best vote for me.
yeah, literally, of course, yeah. Not to do challenges though. I won't put you through.
Oh,
that,
yeah,
but no.
to
But that's the
say.
thing, and anyone who actually knows me can like stand by this. If I don't eat, I am so hungry. Like I am nasty if I do. Like I'm a really like. I am gonna say I'm a happy, nice, chatty person. If I've not eaten, don't even look at me because I will
Different
kill you. Like I
Yeah.
am like bipolar if I've not. So being in the villa, I'd be like, oh my God, you're so famous. This is so cool. Right, I've not eaten now. Like, actually just go, like, over there. And, I can't deal with it.
Would you be more worried about eating just rice and beans than actually going and facing all the challenges?
Yeah, I like rice and beans. I'd be okay with what the food is, but I just feel like it wouldn't be enough. Do you know what I mean?
She'd still be hungry after the rice and beans.
I'd be nicking people's. I'd be that person where they're like, get her out, she's stealing food. That's so nasty. Yeah, well, if I didn't, I'd actually eat you.
You got contraband in your pockets of, like, biscuits and stuff.
Oh, no, 100%. But then also, I hate creepy crawlies. I hate rats. Like, I pretend not to. I'm like, oh no, I don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't like them, and I'm okay with not liking them. Do you know what I mean?
You've accepted that. You've acknowledged that. You're just not okay with them.
I'm owning it. Like, GK Barry, she went on and she was a screamer. I would be a screamer.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be very vocal that I do not want to be there, you know.
Yeah, it's great content though.
I'd have to, like, duct tape my mouth to not say I'm a celebrity, get me out of it, because I'd be, like, panicking and say it. I don't like I'm a celeb, get me out of it. Do you know
everybody
what I mean?
would, like, hate you.
Yeah, literally. Having started to get numb, but I'm going to be angry at you anyway because I've not eaten. So it's just a vicious circle. I just couldn't do it. But
the contestants were begging them to get you out. They were like, please.
Yeah, writing in the rice and beans, whatever I've got left, vote me out, please. Get me out of it. But I'd love to do the skydiving. Like, episode 1 looks amazing.
That's like liberating, isn't it? Like, they have such an amazing experience that first day, and then just goes all downhill from there.
But that's the thing I feel like they do. I feel like they're like, oh, I've jumped out of a plane, I can do anything now. Do you know what I mean? No.
It's
you
the
put
one
me in a box with rats.
Literally, it's the one where they've got, like, a plastic thing around the head, and then they put cockroach. I think that's the one I would struggle the most with. I think I'd be alright with snakes, and probably not, but I think I would be able
give it a go.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's the head one of being in a contained small space and then getting cockroaches and them little green ants that bite you.
That's what would annoy me, the pain of it as well. Do you know what I mean? Not just the uncomfortableness. Snakes, I feel like they won't bother me. They just live. But it's things like rats and spiders and stuff that I just couldn't do. Like, it's got legs. Why is it coming near me? Like, stay away from me.
On my face.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Or when you're watching, there's like a rat on their head or a spider like there, and I'm just like, oh my God, I just couldn't. I actually just, no.
No, it's horrible.
But what's your dream, as in, where do you want to go with it? Like, do you want to be movie stars, red carpet? Do you want to be in, like, Coronation Street, like, 20 years running, say, like, stuck with it? Where do you want to be? Like, what is the goal within the industry?
Do you know what? I'm so into it that I would, at this point, I would go into anything, because I'm obsessed with every part of the industry. But if I could pick, I would like to go into a few films like I am doing now, have a few films just to build up my, rapport, and then maybe go into a series. I quite like Netflix series like Heartstopper, or little movies like To All the Boys I've Loved Before and things. I would love to be in a good rom-com.
Would you want to be the main character in a rom-com?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, so fair.
100%. And then, a film that gets so much attention that they make 2 or 3 more, like To All the Boys I've Loved Before, like rom-coms
Kiss
like
and Booth, stuff like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, they make so many more. Being, like, the same character for, like, 2 or 3 more films is just so crazy because people love you that
You are
much.
that character. You are that name to them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fair.
So I would love that, but then also to be in a soap I think is so amazing because
it's so big, isn't it, still nowadays?
And it's such consistent work. I think if you're in a film, you don't know whether it's going to get the same,
Yeah, definitely. But then also, could you do, like, as in, like Daniel Radcliffe, say, every time you see him, Harry Potter, he is Harry Potter. He's been in lots of other stuff and he's very good in other stuff, but he is just Harry Potter. Could you be famous as another person? Like, could you be Charlie, like, as in, but like the character Charlie, not you, Charlie?
I think that's such a struggle for so many actors. You be in one thing that goes crazy and then you can't be in much else.
Because you're known for that, aren't you?
Whereas if everything you do gets a good amount of views and, people recognise you. I think when, Michelle Keegan, when she left Coronation Street, so she was originally on Coronation Street and then she left and did quite a few other films and, like, dramas on ITV and BBC. And I think people were worried when she left Coronation Street, like, you've just ruined it. You were going to be in Coronation Street for years and years until however old. But then when she left and did so much other work, and she's such a good actor, so she's really good at convincing people that I'm another character now.
I'm this role
now. I think maybe you just got to show your skills well enough to prove that you can be another person and it be convincing.
what would you say like the hardest skill set is within acting? Like, is there a certain emotion you really struggle with, or is there one that you're really particularly good at?
I've always been known from being a kid to be able to cry on command. I'm not going to do it right now, guys.
Can you?
I can cry on demand, like, straight away.
That is a skill and a half. That isn't. I am actually going to have to see this. If you don't want to do it now, that's okay. Because
you're going to ask me immediately.
I was going to say, this is fully audio. People would be like, why am I just sat here listening to a girl sob? Like, what is this? You know, we're a happy podcast, guys. We're not emotional. But that is an impressive skill.
Yeah, I think.
Did you have to teach yourself that?
Yeah, I went to acting classes for a very, very long time. I'm still going now, but just learning that skill and how to tune in certain memories, or maybe even certain things you've watched on the TV that has really touched you. Or sometimes even before I've gone on set and had to do like an emotional scene or a crying scene, I watch those videos on TikTok about, you know, like sad videos about dogs.
Oh no, that would get me. Oh my god, no, that would get me in a heartbeat. I'd be gone.
That can help, guys. Or if you like think of those videos and then like trigger. And
no, if I think about anything happening to my dog, I'm gone. So yeah,
there you go. You've got it. You're amazing.
No.
You can cry on demand.
I won't want to think about that though. I'd just be like running home. I'd be like, forget the show. I need to go see my dog. Make sure she's okay. You know. Yeah. Oh no. But what? Okay, so that's your skill, being able to cry on demand. Is there anything you really struggle with? Is there something like?
I don't know. You know.
Can you like not switch between different things? Can you feel like you channel one emotion? It's that one and only emotion.
I think I play a lot of nice characters, so I think sometimes I've had to play a bully or a mean character, and because that's not very like my own character, like me, it's hard to channel sometimes because I don't actually feel like that.
Do you feel like you are being mean? Like if you have to shout at someone, do you actually feel like you're being mean, or do you like, no, it's okay, I'm just acting?
Yeah, it is hard. I do feel sometimes mean. I'm like, oh my god.
And if you feel like you have to do like a sad scene, or like you're like a sad character, say, do you feel connected to character? You feel like it puts you in a bit of a sad mood after, and that's how you feel? Or are you quite good at snapping out of it quite quick?
Yeah, sometimes. So I did an episode for Emmerdale. It was like a flashback episode, and I remember reading. They give you like a little, maybe a paragraph or two about the character and about what they're going through, so you can kind of tune in to what they're going through. So I think if you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, that can really help to channel what they're feeling and how. So if I've ever had a character that I'm like, this is not me at all, like I can't relate to this character one bit, reading a good paragraph about them maybe makes me think, okay, I can pretend to be this person.
Yeah, I now know what's going on. I'm fully aware. I've convinced myself I am them.
Yeah.
Okay, and next question, and I do have to ask, and if your boyfriend's listening, he doesn't have to listen if he doesn't want to. Could you do a fully nude scene while acting? Like, could you do like a fully naked scene kind of thing, like 365 Days, 50 Shades of Grey, that kind of genre?
Yeah.
Could you do it or not, because your family would watch it?
But see, the thing is, I know my family would watch this because they support me like with anything. I've actually recently just got a new agency. They're called Screen Management, and they're based in London and in Media City. And I had
shout out to them.
Yeah, I had to sign things that I would like to do and not like to do. I just ticked everything.
Did you? So nudity, yeah.
So it's like LGBTQ relationships, normal relationships.
See, I actually feel like acting, because I'm straight, acting in like a lesbian relationship. Say if I had like act as a lesbian, you know, I feel like that would be easier than acting with another guy, because I'm not connected that way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just feels like kissing one of the girls when like you're drunk on a night out. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of vibes. Like I feel like I'd be more okay with that.
I think I'd be more awkward kissing a boy too. Like, yeah. Because then I'd be like, this is real. Like,
this isn't my boyfriend. Who are you? Do you know what I mean? But then with the girl, I'm like, oh, you're pretty. You know, like this is okay. But
so yeah, I have signed up for everything. I don't know, if a job comes up, we just got to work around it, but it would be completely new to me as it would to anybody else. So, but I mean, I have been, like, there's reassurance there that there's so much support on set with you, and it's not what you think it is when you're watching TV and film, which I think is crazy, because you watch it and you think it's so real.
Yeah,
that it's like, you're watching a film and sometimes I'm like, what? How did they do this? How are you doing that? How much money are you getting paid to do that?
Yeah.
But there's so much network and support around you on set and offset with it, so I think I would be happy to do it.
Because I love it now, and especially for like bigger celebrities and actors, they can if they've not done a nude scene before, they can have like a body double, as in someone just plays their bum. Like, imagine in the credits, you're like Beyonce's bum or something like that. Because they don't know. You have your head and everything in it, maybe your top off and stuff. But then if it cuts to a different shot of your bum and you don't like your bum, someone else can do it. And I think that's brilliant. Like, I'd love that as a job. What do you do for a living? Oh, yeah, I'm just Beyonce's backside. What are you?
And imagine getting paid for that.
You literally.
Like, you get a check through and it's like, oh, that was last month's job.
Oh, that's Beyonce's bum. Right, Simon Cowell, here we go. You know, like different people,
it's
different.
Crazy. But that's what I mean. There's support there so that if you don't want to do it, somebody else will, and like we will happily get paid for it.
I think it's normal now. Like, everyone's got them. Like, just do it. Do you know what I mean?
Just
Like,
do it,
yeah. And I love that. I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok, but you know the girl who, I can't remember her name now, and she was in 50 Shades of Grey, the main character.
Yeah.
And she comes on stage and she's there collecting her award and everything, and her dress breaks on her and it like unzips and she's like having to hold it and people are having to run on stage and do it, and she's just there and she's like, well, everyone here's seen my boobs. Am I bothered? No. And it's just like, yeah, that's so real. Like, that's how I'd react to it. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, so what now?
It is what it is.
You voted me for the award. You know, you must have watched it if you voted for me. So you've seen them. It's fine. But no, I could definitely do it. But I think I'd have to have like a list of like family and friends, like close what you are not watching this film. Do you know what I mean? I will tell you what it's about. But also the bit I love, you know, Bridgerton. Mm-hmm. You know, Lady Whistledown, season 3. She's Penelope and stuff in it.
Okay, yeah.
She did it, and obviously she wanted her naked moment. She wanted to be on screen, didn't she? But I actually only just found this out. She had to act and do another version of it, like a PG clean version of the scene. And that's the scene she sent to her mum. So her mum didn't have to see her do the naked sex scene and she'd feel all awkward. And she sent her mum that scene. And her mum knows that she's not watched a real one. And her mum's okay with not watching it.
Oh, that's really nice.
But yeah, they let her redo it so she could show it to her mum still. And her mum could still follow along and know what's happening.
Imagine saying to people on set, can I just do that again? But can I do it like for my mum this time?
Yeah, it's just for my mum this one. Thanks. Sorry, I know it's like thousands of pounds to be running right now. But just for me mum, you know. But no, I'd do that. I'd love that, you know. But
the only thing is, if it was like some of the movies like 50 Shades of Grey and stuff like red carpet events, so can imagine like I would want to invite my mum to a +1 event, like,
oh yeah, 100%. Your mum would have to have watched it and go with you, like, yeah,
but then she's come in and then it's on the huge screen, just like, you know, nudity, and I would be like, oh,
that is my boob, mum, you did make me, so it's okay, you know. As like we have like saying sometimes, it's like, well, I came out of you know, it's fine, you know, it is what it is at this point. I'm just going to have to accept it and move on.
Now.
So
I got paid for it, so.
Yeah, literally, like, you know, I'm here winning awards. All these people are here just to see me naked on the screen. Like, the ego boost must be unreal. But I am going to have to come to that point in the podcast now where I do ask you for your ruby red moment, please. And just for all of you that have forgot what your ruby red moment is, it's a part of the week that is just so embarrassing that your stomach is like folded in on you. You just want to be sucked up. You literally just want to disappear because you can't cope anymore. So, Charlie, what is your ruby red moment?
Okay, so it was actually on Tuesday, and I had parked in the car park, and I always park on like one of the high levels, so I think I was parked on level 7. Anyways, get in the lift. I'm on my phone though, and the lift starts moving. I hadn't pressed any buttons. There was obviously a guy up there who'd called the button, so I just got out of the lift, started walking. I'd actually got out at level 2 and then just carried on walking. I knew exactly where my car was parked. I was still looking down at my phone. So anyone listening, this is your sign, just not look down on your phone.
Especially in a car park. Health and safety, guys. Health and safety.
I was walking, and then I saw a Fiat 500. Obviously, that's the car I drive. So I went to it, went to unlock it, and it wasn't unlocked. I was like, what the hell is going on? I look up.
Actually put like the keys into like unlock it and everything.
Yeah, I look up, and I'm like literally so close to this car. There's a lady sat in there. It's the same colour as my Fiat 500, in the same-ish spot that I was parked, but just 5 floors up. So, and I was like this, and she could see me like, and I was like, oh my God. So I was trying to unlock the car.
I've actually like jaw dropped at that, guys. Like, oh my God, I'd cry. I'm not going to lie.
And then I turn around, I see a big number 2. God, I'm on number 7.
But she's in the car. Were you like apologising to her?
And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and then just walked away.
Oh my God, she definitely thought you were nicking a car. I'm sorry, but she did.
Literally. Like, I had the key in my hand.
You don't look like a thief. You don't look like a robber.
Thank you,
but if I was in my car and someone's trying to get the keys, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
seriously. Honestly, I've been thinking about it ever since.
Well, now you've opened up about it. You've got it out there. Do you feel better now?
If she's listening, I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah, if that's your Fiat 500, put like a big pink sticker on the back so Charlie doesn't try and nick it next time.
again.
Imagine if she like didn't leave a car like unlocked or something and you just got in it and like sat next to her. Like, can you imagine?
My car's like a really pale blue as well, so it's not very common that I see them around. So just presumed it's my car. So
But that's really meant to have happened though. That like exact same spot, just a few floors down, same colour, same car. That is.
It was trying to tell me like to get off my phone. Like it's just trying to embarrass me.
Similarly, my Ruby Red moment this week was to do with my phone and a lift, but mine was actually this morning, guys, and yeah, I'm just a bit embarrassed. You all would have hopefully seen it by now, but today I was filming, day in the life of filming Ruby Relates, like a little TikTok vlog, you know, living my year 7 dreams of vlogging and like TikToking, you know, just grown up a bit, decided who cares, but anyway. I was filming it and I went to go meet Emma before uni and we're getting the bus together and everything. And she's directly 2 floors above me. So she was like, I was like, oh, I'm coming now. She goes, me too, just waiting for the lift type thing. And I was like, okay, perfect. So then it goes up past my floor, like I've pressed the button, but it skips my floor, goes straight up to her floor. And I was like, oh, so this is Emma getting in. It will come to me and I'll get in. So I'm having my phone up, it's wide open, I'm filming. I was about to be like, look, just met Emma in the lift, you know. Yeah, no, it wasn't Emma in the lift. It opened and there's just a random guy there. I have never put my arm and my phone down so quick. Like it was fully up, like basically in their face as the door opened. And I was like, yep, wrong person, okay. And I didn't say anything. I just got on. And I did that awkward thing that we all do where I just sit and pretend to type or scroll on my phone. I'm not actually looking at anything. I'm just overthinking what I've just done and how I've mugged myself off. But
oh God, you just feel like horrible for like the next hour. You're looking at the floor thinking, oh my, still thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it now as it was this morning. I'll come back next week and I'll still be traumatised. But so sorry to whatever guy lives on like floor 7 or 8 in that building. Shout out to you. You've been shouted out on the podcast technically, so thank you very much for that. But yeah. Thank God I didn't film it though. Like I was literally about to press record. Imagine if it like you heard like the 3, 2, 1, go, and I was like, oh no, thank you. But
he would have been traumatized too.
No, yeah, but yeah. Is there anything else you want to add? Anything you want to say before we wrap up today's vlog?
No, I've had a really nice time.
And it's nice. It's very casual, isn't it? It's a lot more relaxed than you think.
Chatty, very girly.
That's right. You heard that. She's coming back now.
I am. I'm gonna come back. Maybe in a few months.
When she's done a movie star, you know, she can actually tell us some details. You know, she's going to be like, I've done this, done that, met this person. Ruby, I've told everyone about your podcast. Got a whole line of people coming on for you, you know.
You'll have people banging at the door, though, like trying to get in for me and like paparazzi and everything.
Yeah, literally. Charlie's been on. I need to be on this podcast. Let's do it. #1 fan page, you know. And before we go, is there, for people listening, if people are involved in the industry, like no connections, because that's all it is now, who you know and where you've been and what you've been on, how can people get in touch with you and how can they get involved with like your acting and all of that lot?
You can follow me on Instagram. It's just Charleigh Brierley. It's Charlie CHARLEIGH and then Brierley. You can message me on there.
Perfect. And then she's going to start up LinkedIn if you're on LinkedIn.
I am on LinkedIn, yeah.
Right, so you can follow her on there as well. And then yeah, hopefully in a few weeks we'll be here just after the movie premiere. I can't say the word.
Yeah.
I actually just can't say that word.
It's a fancy word, isn't
yeah,
it?
there you go. That word. And yeah, give Charlie a shout out. So thank you very much, Charlie.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for everyone coming back today. Once again, hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year's. And don't worry, we're back every week, Ruby Tuesday. Thank you very much. Bye.